Buckle up, ladies and gents. We're about to get into chapter 4 of Beyond the Veil, exploring the bubble theory and the fourth dimension. Today we're talking dark energy, dark matter. If you guys don't know what this is all about, then go check out the introduction video. But basically we're reading through this book as a series. And yeah, go check out the intro stuff. I don't want to waste any time. I've told you guys enough. Everything's going to be linked in the description box. The playlist is linked in the description box. A link to buy the book is in the description box. Go grab yourself a copy. Let's get into it. So we're in chapter 4. And just to remind ourselves where we finished on chapter 3, so start to talk about the building blocks of the universe, going past just the atom. Like obviously people know about atoms. You probably would have learned about atoms in school. That have protons, neutrons, and electrons. Then we started to talk, the author started to speak about the elemental, what are they called? Elemental, I always get these two mixed. Yeah, the elemental particles, right? So the things that make up the things in atoms and the fundamental forces within them. And then we started to get to the levels where there's things that we don't exactly completely understand, which is kind of where we're at now, and henceforth the need for things such as the bubble theory. So let's continue. So we're chapter 4, Beyond the Visible, Dark Matter and Energy. Hold on a second. The cosmic puzzle. When we observe the universe, from the rotation of galaxies to the expansion of space itself, we encounter phenomena that can't be fully explained by the matter we can see. Astronomers have discovered that visible matter, stars, planets, gas, and dust accounts for only a small fraction of the universe's total mass and energy. Dark matter, the invisible scaffold. Oh, I love this. This is great. This is why I love my life, because it's the same moment I'm reading about this, yeah, I'm just, in the background, we have some very, very, let me think of a really dignified way of saying this. Let's just say that there's men working in scaffolds out my window and I'm not complaining about it. Okay, I'm very much loving my life. This is why this is the dream. I'm here reading science, talking to the best people on the planet, whilst I've got the view of any woman's dreams at this minute. So, don't we just love how these things work out? Anyway, we've lost focus. Let's return. Dark matter, the invisible scaffold. Evidence for dark matter, galaxy rotation curves, observation. Okay, so he split this into evidence for dark matter, and now we've got all of these different, a couple of different evidences, and each has an observation and an implication. So, galaxy rotation curves. So our observation is stars at the edges of galaxies rotate at similar speeds to those near the center, defying expectation based on visible mass. Aha. Implication, there must be additional unseen mass exerting gravitational influence. Okay. So basically, I get it, because essentially what we're saying is based on the forces at hand, right? The speed should affect the speed shouldn't be the same at the edges as well as at the center because of the distance, which means that there might be something else, an unseen mass exerting gravitational influence, which is why they are speeding at, that makes sense, why they are rotating at similar speeds. Similar concept to how we talked about the inverse, the inverse proportionality of, how the further away something is from like the center of gravity, the further away things go, like outside, like say from the earth, the less the pull of gravity kind of thing. So that's to be expected. I'm so butchering this explanation, but you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say here, okay? I'm very much a chemist, not a physicist, but we're all students here. The next example, evidence of dark matter. Gravitational lensing observation is that light from distant objects bends around massive clusters in ways that suggest more mass than is visible. Right, okay. The implication, invisible matter is affecting the path of light. Okay, so this is where dark matter is like just the unseen, something we can't see, something invisible. Or the cosmic microwave background. So the observation is patterns in the cosmic microwave background, radiation, provide a snapshot of the early universe, indicating more mass than can be accounted for by visible matter. Okay. So we're talking about this dark matter. Next, we're going on here to what is dark matter? Unknown composition. Dark matter doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect light, making it undetectable by conventional means. That's freaking insane. It does not emit, absorb, or reflect light. So again, this is quite an interesting thought to have here, because obviously it's just highlighting the fact that a lot of our understanding again is limited to our sight, to our the relationship between light and other things, you know, like how we're able to see physical objects ourselves, and how, or sometimes just seeing something as an indication of light can be used as an indication of something that you can't see that actually exists. So even if you can't see the thing that exists, the way light is interacting is giving rise to the fact that something must be there, which is essentially what these theories, evidence for the dark matter is. It's to say that based on what we're seeing, there has to be something there, because what we would expect based on what we can see, we're not seeing. Therefore, there's something else that's affecting the light or whatever. But we can't see it. So that's interesting. Possible candidates, WIMPs, that's a funny acronym, weakly interacting massive particles. So hypothetical particles that interact through gravity and possibly the weak nuclear force. So if you guys want to remember what the weak nuclear force is, I will refer back to the definition from chapter 3. The weak nuclear force is responsible for radioactive decay and certain nuclear reactions. Our everyday experience is it plays a role in processes that power the sun, and its unique features, it affects subatomic particles and also has a short range. We also have now axions, neutralinos, and other exotic particles proposed by various theories but not yet observed. I've never heard of those in my entire existence. We are very much above my pay grade, and boy, am I truly happy to be here. And this is not one of those where I'm being sarcastic. I'm actually really happy to be here. And I feel like I'm gonna have to end up reading this twice, but we'll come back to that. Analogy: the wind you can't see. Imagine standing outside on a windy day. You can't see. How many times do I use the wind to describe to you guys as well about the spiritual world? Can we see what I'm talking about here? Can we see why I'm doing this thing? How many times have I done the same exact, anyway, let me read this. You can't see the wind, but you feel it on your skin, see leaves rustling and hear it whistle through the trees. Similarly, dark matter is invisible, but it reveals its presence through gravitational effects on visible matter. This is exactly what I say to you guys. This is why I think that the fourth dimension and all these dimensions and the supernatural world, they have an overlap. It's something you can't see that's affecting the things that you can see. But to some way, you're able to see some tangible evidence, but not enough evidence to figure out what that thing is. And it's clear that the current level of science that we're looking at, this is exactly why I wanted to just look into the dimensions. This is, you can see exactly why and how, what did you say? That this is what I'm saying. For me, when I look at this stuff, I'm open to all theories. So I'm open to the theory of the supernatural. I'm also open to the scientific theories. I will tell you guys this. I personally believe that eventually, with enough time, research, and whatever, they're going to just completely overlap and explain each other. I believe eventually science will explain the Bible. That's my dream, but I digress. But you guys see what I'm saying? The same exact analogy about the wind, things you can't see, but then things that you can see that are clearly being affected. It goes back to something like I just said about the light thing. You hear the leaves rustling. You can feel the wind on your skin. You can hear it whistle through the trees. Similarly, dark matter is invisible, but reveals its presence through gravitational effects on visible matter. Love. So let's go on. Dark energy, the mysterious force of expansion. Okay, so we were talking first about dark matter. Now we're talking about dark energy. Okay, discovery of dark energy. In the late 1990s, observations of distant supernovae revealed the universe's expansion is accelerating, not slowing down as previously thought. As we also clarified and talked a lot about at length in God versus Science. You guys know already. That's where we started with my whole theory about everything. Accelerating expansion. Galaxies are moving away from each other at increasing speeds. Implications: there's a force counteracting gravity on cosmic scales. Oh, that's really interesting. I did not know that. What is dark energy? Well, its unknown nature. Dark energy is even more mysterious than dark matter, of course, because it's an energy force, right? Possible explanations: Cosmological constant. Oh, for goodness sake, I forget my Greek letters. I don't know what this Greek letter is. I can't remember the name of it. A term in Einstein's equation representing energy inherent to space itself. Okay. Quintessence, a dynamic field that changes over time and space. Okay. Analogy, rising dough. Imagine baking bread. As the dough rises, raisins embedded within move away from each other. If the dough begins to rise faster over time, the raisin separation accelerates. Dark energy is like an unknown ingredient causing the dough space to expand more rapidly. That's quite an interesting analogy. That's quite an interesting analogy to be used. And I'm just going to say this so that we don't go off the rails with another whole thing, especially because, obviously the thing that's causing bread to rise is yeast. And I just find it interesting that we're talking about the expansion of the universe, talking about the furthering of time, which we know that entropy increases over time, and how it's these unexplained things that are taking place. So as with time, as with entropy, obviously the universe is going to continue to expand. But if entropy is increasing, that means the disorder in the world is also expanding. And then the disorder is expanding, that means we're going closer to a place of chaos, which is ironic because it's exactly this stuff that makes bread rise in the Bible, that the God uses to kind of describe sin, which is where spring cleaning actually comes from, and why the people during Passover had to clean out all the leaven in their houses. That's where the spring cleaning concept actually comes from. They had to clean all of that stuff out because it was kind of like you're cleaning out all the sin out of your house that would cause this increase of destruction, entropy, chaos, similar to this description right now of the bread, the raisins, and the universe. Obviously, this is talking about the universe, but I just find the parallels really interesting. I find that really interesting because, yes, in making bread, as the dough rises, the raisins embedded within move further away, just like how entropy increases over time. And entropy is one of the only proofs that time exists itself, because at time A, the bread had risen this amount, and at time B, it's raised now to this other amount. So the fact that there's a distance between then and now is proof of time itself. It's all very interesting, the parallels, but let's go back to the dark energy. So the cosmic energy budget, ordinary matter, the cosmic energy budget. I love this, right? Because this is another thing I found really fascinating. Ordinary matter, approximately 5% of the universe. Yeah, this is why you guys will see why I was so obsessed with getting into dimensions. Dark matter, about 27%. Dark energy, roughly 68%. So what does that mean? Well, it is answered in this book. This means that about 95% of the universe is made up of components we cannot directly observe. 95% of the universe is made up of dark matter and dark energy. And that's why I find this concept and these dimensions of the universe to be so interesting. And is again why you guys will hear me say it 100 times. I'm a lover of science and I'm very much in favor of this work. But it's just to say that also science doesn't have all the answers like people think it does. Science is also very much still trying to figure things out. Hence why even here I am learning about the bubble theory I had never heard about before. Challenges to understanding. Detection. Difficulties. Dark matter and dark energy don't interact with light, making them elusive. Ooh. Theoretical gaps. Existing theories don't fully explain their properties or origins. And then competing models is alternative theories like modified gravity attempt to account for observations without invoking dark matter or energy. Okay, because gravity for me is a concept that I don't know that I truly believe in. That's actually something for another day. Like, not to say I don't believe in gravity itself. Like, there's obviously some type of gravitational force, like it's calculatable to that degree. But I feel like there's something missing in the explanations of gravity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here's a good question. Here's a good point now. Why it matters? Well, understanding the dark matter and dark energy is crucial for a complete picture of the universe's structure, evolution, and ultimate fate. Wow. These components influence the formation of galaxies, the behavior of cosmic structures, and the long-term dynamics of space itself. Opening the door to the bubble theory. Okay. Oh, and the next chapter is going to be Bubble Theory Simplified. I'm well excited. Okay. The unexplained nature of dark matter and dark energy invites fresh perspectives. The bubble theory offers a new way to think about these phenomena. Overlapping bubbles. Perhaps the gravitational effects. Overlapping bubbles. Perhaps the gravitational effects we attribute to dark matter are due to interactions with other bubbles in the fourth dimension. Oh, this is good. S, energy, field influence. Dark energy might be a manifestation of dynamics within the S energy field affecting the expansions of our universe. What on earth is S energy? As we explore these ideas in the following chapters, we'll consider how the bubble theory might provide insights into the cosmic mysteries, potentially offering explanations that bridge gaps in our current understandings. Hold on, let me make a note. Sorry, I'm just making a note because I need to ask the author a question about what this S energy is. So we'll come back to what S energy is. Also, just to say, I'm not like going to strictly only do like one chapter per video for the series. There's probably going to be more series because a lot of stuff that I don't fully understand and I'm new to. So there's probably going to be more videos explaining a lot of the thoughts and things. So just stay along for the journey. I'm just bringing you guys along as how I would authentically do it. But yeah, so there's probably going to be like other videos that are not necessarily chapters, maybe explanations, deep dives, whatever. Because there's questions I'm obviously going to ask him about like some of these theories that I don't understand. As we explore these ideas in the following chapters, we'll consider how the bubble theory might provide insights into these cosmic mysteries, potentially offering explanations that bridge gaps in our current understanding. Key takeaways from chapter 4: dark matter, an unseen form of matter, inferred from gravitational effects on visible matter and light, i.e. we can't see it, but we can see evidence that there's something that is there that maybe is unseen. Dark energy, a mysterious force driving the accelerated expansion of the universe. Exactly what is expanding the universe? Why is the universe expanding? Cosmic composition, ordinary matter makes up only a small fraction of the universe's total content. So again, the fact that only 5%, we only actually can know what 5% of the universe actually is. Scientific significance, unraveling the nature of dark matter and energy is essential for a comprehensive understanding of cosmology. An invitation to new ideas. Let's enter the chapter, the bubble theory. The mysteries of dark matter and dark energy open the door for theories like the bubble theory to offer alternative explanations. So I'm really excited to get to chapter 5. This is exactly what I would want to be spending my 24 hours and the free will that the good Lord gave me to be looking into. So I'm loving this. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And yeah, everything's linked in the description box below. You can go and find the playlist. I recommend watching the intro video just to get a full breath understanding why we're even doing this. You can grab the book if you like. Like I said, it's not expensive at all. And yeah, also I have another video where I'm talking about my current book reading list that's going up. Go and check that out. There's videos in there, and I kind of talk about how these things all factor together in my concept as to why I believe that life is a game. And just so you guys get an idea of why it's called Winning Team, why this is like everything, what I eat, sleep, and breathe, Winning Team. So yeah, you guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching this. I'll catch you guys in chapter 5 when we are starting with the bubble theory simplified. Because if life's a game, let's play to win. God bless you all. God loves you. I love you. I'll see you in my next one.